So I just want to hit a couple quick points. I got things to do, you know what I mean? And we'll come back and we'll do one of them videos, but this is not one of them videos. For fair use purposes and all of that stuff, we're going to come with a couple points taken out of this book by James Hillman, Kinds of Power by James Hillman. We're going to take a couple selections out of this book. It's just a couple things that I wanted to say. And instead of starting off like my last couple videos like I've been doing and backtracking, I'm just going to shoot out a little quick video and then we'll go ahead and do the next one the way I've been doing them. But I just didn't want to have to backtrack. I want to go straight into the next 3 styles of power. So let's just hit right into it. You have to watch towards the end of my last video to catch persuasion. But my videos tend to be, to me, like go a little long than I expect. So as I do like that, when I get around to the last style, or just as time moves along, I tend to start trying to wrap it up. So there are certain things that I feel like I miss. So I give more time towards the other styles in the beginning than I do the ones towards the end. So let's just tap right into this shit, right? So persuasion. I'm going to go straight to it. Different products and different audiences call for different rhetorics. I'm going to go ahead, since I'm paraphrasing, different products, different services, and different audiences call for different rhetorics. Got it queued up on my phone. What is a rhetoric? Because in a lot of these books, man, this is what I feel really trip up a lot of quote-unquote black people. And I hate to stereotype it as black people, but it just kind of is what it is. Because that's kind of how the saying, as I heard it, goes. If you want to hide something, put it in a book. It ain't necessarily put it in a book, but it is like put it in a book. Because if you ain't got a dictionary or something handy, like I got this phone where I can just type in what's the definition of rhetoric, then how would you figure it out? How else would you know? But what is the definition of rhetoric? The art or skill of speaking formally and effectively, especially as a way to persuade or influence people. The art and skill of speaking or writing formally. So different products, different audience call for different skills or arts of speaking and writing formally and effectively, especially as a way to persuade or influence people. There are styles of persuasion, styles of rhetorical disguises. Advertising, persuaded mainly by disguising itself as education. For example, canned fruit, condensed milk, packaged soap. New and improved is a leftover phrase from the persuasive rhetoric of progress. New and improved. It's a phrase that you see all the time, new and improved. It's rhetoric, right? That you hear all the time. Oh, this is new and improved. Oh, this is the new and improved. This is the updated version. This is the new version. This is 2.0, 3.0. This is like the new shit. It's supposed to be way better than the last one, but it's the new one. Anyways, you get the point, right? But that's where you get where they try to persuade you in so many different ways, right? This is where you get that whole rhetoric as I'm talking about, right? So all I really wanted to point out was this too, right? Talk without charm, talk without mind, talk without care for its beauty and desire to affect another person's passion, fills the air and the ear with dead verbiage. Dead weight. Talk as violence, talk as anesthesia, talk as pollution. That's what it turns into. Talk without charm, talk without mind, talk without care for its beauty and desire to affect, talk just to be talking. Talk in that form turns into violence. That's literally like torturing somebody if you just talking to be talking. But if you just talk with total disdain, total lack of any type of flair, any charm, any whatever, this is where you get the monotone. This is why they say, like the dry, clear eyes. If you had a teacher that was just teaching, in today's class, we're going to go over this. This is how we're going to do. To explain and defend a policy, to relate and to communicate requires more than charts, quips, and anecdotes. Neither charisma, authority, training in public appearances, nor mastery of a field of facts will reach the audience unless your language carries conviction so that it can convince others. You know what I mean? It's like you're just reading. It's like mechanical as fuck. But you want shit to be alive. You got to put the life into everything. That's why, like, the next chapter is charisma. I just wanted to go straight in and just talk about charisma straight up without having to, like, backtrack a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And talk about persuasion, which you kind of do. But, like I said, the point I really wanted to flex here was not everyone can find the ways and means to persuasively express themselves. That's why I said in my last video, man, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Period. Traps are set with food that the particular animal we are hunting is known to eat. Not with just anything. Just throw any type of food out there. No, you have to use the type of food or the type of AKA bait that the particular animal that we are hunting is going to eat. Period. If you fishing and you trying to catch a certain fish, then you want to throw out the bait that that particular fish eats. If you throw out any type of bait, then you might catch any kind of fish, and there may be a chance, but you have a higher ratio. You up your percentage that you will catch this type of fish if you throw out this type of bait. So when you having conversations, this is where persuasion comes into play. You will have more effect on people if you adjust, as I read, if different products and different audiences. If you only talk the same way and in the same fashion, like I said, if you only got one uppercut, that's the only thing you can do. In the rule book of arguments, you can argue from authority, you can argue by analogy, you can argue from causation. There are different ways you can argue. These are the arts and skills that I'm talking about. This is liberal arts. This is why it's called liberal arts. That's the point, man. This is what I'm trying to share with y'all. It doesn't matter what you're doing and where you are and just walk of life or where you come from. If you know how to effectively persuade other people, you can rise up in life, or you can effectively get and do what you need to do in life. You can make moves. And that's exactly what the book is saying. That talk becomes violent. That kind of talk becomes anesthesia. It puts people to sleep. That kind of talk becomes literally pollution. Literally pollution. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people have dealt with those women. It's like they don't seem to understand that when the conversation turns into that talk becomes like pollution. I can't even breathe. That's pollution, right? If it's too toxic in the air, it gets too foul or too whatever, you can't even breathe. Or it just stinks. It just smells so bad. It's disgusting. It's repulsive. So even to somebody's ears, when you hear all that or some type of way, it's disgusting. It's repulsive. You know what I'm saying? You tell one of my baby mamas, look, man, I fight niggas, I fuck bitches. I'm sorry, pardon my Francois, I forgot the kids are around. But you know what I'm saying? I fight men, I make love to women. So if you take this conversation out of the zone of a man to a woman and you start out like, but hold on, man, I said all of that type of, then, hey, I'm going to look at you as if you being aggressive. You using that type of rhetoric. You trying to persuade me in that way, like you so damn tough. You using the tough guy talk. That's gonna invoke a different type of emotion. Again, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. If you do some mean shit, like attracts like. Like attracts like. Like on a tuning fork, they got the game fucked up. It's not opposites attract. Like attracts like. When you hit a tuning fork, and anything else that's in that on that same frequency will resonate with that when it's struck. A tuning fork is, a musical instrument, right? But you hit the tuning fork to tune your instrument. It should make this type of sound or this whatever. You know what I mean? But they've also come to find that, anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, like attracts like. If you can get it, you get it. If you got it, good. So basically, yeah. But it keeps going, right? Men with little verbal grace can, in our civilization, still rise to high office, nigga. Speech that can move others and thus be an agency of power need not be flowery or flattering, but it must attempt at least some turn of phrase, affect some beauty, and exhibit intelligence and civic idealism. See what I'm saying? You cannot get away from that. Even though it may not be flowery, it may be straight like it is. You know what I'm saying? In public life, those who talk simple and tough and mean rather than sweet are more convincing than those who talk sweet, basically. I'm just saying. Those who talk simple, tough, and mean can be more convincing. Again, different styles, different audiences, different products, different services, different audiences call for different rhetorics. You see what I mean? So yeah, you use the mean guy, tough guy talk when that matters. And then you have to use the flowery and the flattering when that's most effective. Again, like I said, some motherfuckers, some people are just so real, they can't be fake. It's not about being fake. It's about being and using the most effective talk to get it done. It's about keeping your eye on the prize. Again, concentration. It's about getting that which is desired. This is where Capricorns kind of get a lot of flack, where they get the most hate and whatnot, because to a Capricorn, the ends justifies the means. It's not the means justify the ends. No, nigga. The ends really do justify the means. I want what I want. They want what they want. And in some situations, it doesn't matter how we get it done. Like at my job on Thursday, hey, dog, I don't give a fuck. I don't care how we get it done as long as we make our numbers. If we make our numbers, they leave us alone. There's nothing they can say. And they might even start looking like, how are y'all doing it? Because we might need to start doing it like y'all. Then I'm convincing you I'm more power. I got power in a different way. But anyway, so I'm just saying, right? To explain and defend a policy, to relate and to communicate requires more than charts and quips, right? Neither charisma, authority, training in public appearances, an image consultant like fucking Kevin Samuels, nor mastery of a field of facts. You could be super smart. You could be a damn nerd in all of this. Be as nerdy as you want, man. Geek out. But nor mastery of a field of facts will reach the audience unless your language carries conviction so that it can convince. It's right there in the word, conviction, convince. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to believe in what you're saying. And that's where like a lot of people get mad, because they believe so much in what they saying, they think that you should believe it too. Bro, I don't give a damn if your favorite color is gray. My favorite color is orange. No matter how much you believe in your favorite color being gray and you believe it, that's what you believe. It's not what I believe. That'll never change. Well, you have to find a more effective way in showing me, well, bro, look, you wear an awful lot of red. You got a lot of red and this and that and do it to. So, technically, if anybody outside of looking in, we would say your favorite color is red. I would say your favorite color is red. Well, to an outsider looking in, I understand why you would say that. But it's more easily to find articles of clothing and shoes in red than you will find it in orange. So my favorite color being orange, I will rock that which I deem is the closest. What two colors make up orange? Red and yellow. Again, it's equally as hard to find shoes, hats, whatever else, clothing in yellow. It's not that it can't be done, but it's not as frequent or as often as I'll find articles of clothing in red. So you see, I didn't get mad that somebody try to, nah, man, you always on, you lying, nigga, you ain't got to be lying. Nah, bro, I understand why you might think I'm lying, but I have a very valid reason why I have so much red, or I rock so much red versus blue. No, it's not gang related, ain't none of this, but red is closer to orange than blue is. So I feel more comfortable being in red than I do in blue. See what I mean? But we can make it into whatever you want to make it into. Nigga, I can argue from many different styles of rhetoric. You see what I mean? Just saying, man. But I just really wanted to put that in there. A lot of people don't understand that. And I don't know if I made that kind of clear. But yes, dude, there are different styles of talking. Just like raising your voice. Or, if I want to be serious, man, I drop my voice and I'm like, hey, look. If I'm talking to my kids or I'm at work, I'm like, okay, now look. This is not that kind of situation. I'm not having that kind of day. But they know if I'm talking to them like this, man, I have an air of seriousness. You know what I'm saying? That's serious. I'm being serious as can be. I'm not for it. This ain't that type of whatever. Hell, I might be tired. Look, I'm tired. I'm not feeling that today. It's just not one of them days. It's a bad day. I'm moody. I'm whatever you want. But I ain't got to say it. I don't have to go through none of that. I drop my voice, the tone of my voice, and I'm talking like this. They know it ain't the time. Or catch me later. Now, when I'm walking around the job or I'm just in general, like, man, what's happening? What's good? You all right? You straight? Yeah, all right, cool then. I'm bouncy. There's a little more lift. I have a higher pitch to my voice. Man, we good. I'm talking fast. I'm not low and slow. Like, nah, man, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, shit, I don't know, bro. What's happening? You tell me. Should I know? Should I be concerned? Is it like that? They know I got energy. I'm hyper. I'm this, I'm that. You know what I mean? So by having that type of skill, knowing when to turn it on and when not to, that's a skill. That's like an art. You know what I'm saying? It's a skill for those people who have like the know-it-all, who do it like consciously and whatnot. It's an art to those people who just do it intuitively. I don't know why, bruh. It just felt right. You know what I'm saying? When I get around certain type of people, I just, it feels better to be like this or like that. It just feels right. Like, it just feels like this is what I should do. I can't tell you why I do it. It just feels right. That's, again, water signs, fire signs, they feely, touchy-feely cats. Air sign, earth signs, they're grounded. They're thinkers versus feelers. You know what I'm saying? You got the thinkers and the feelers. So, all right, I'm not going to go too much into it because I know I did talk about it, but I just wanted to throw that out there. The last thing I want to say before we get out of here, because before I get off here, man, because, again, this ain't going to be a long video. And you know what I mean? Like you see, I ain't fixed the light or nothing. I got the shadows cracking and all that shit, man. Anyways. So check this out. Terms like sheer rhetoric and empty rhetoric show the disdain we have for fancy speech, right? Tell it and tell it like it is English, especially monosyllables and curt could be short. Curt, short, cute phrases, curt, cute and short, curt, right? C-U-R-T. Just think about it like that. But cute, short phrases that imply action, right? Because they are more like commands than persuasions. So what a lot of people don't understand is it's like when they talking to people, you are telling me what to do. You're not asking me. So a lot of times, even at work, I'll be like, all right. They'll be like, well, no, I'm asking. No, that's not what you did. You just said, man, go and whoop. Or I think we should go ahead and da-da-da. You didn't ask me anything. Asking me would imply that you put it in the form of a question. You just walked over here and said, man, I think we should go do this, that, I think that'd be better than just sitting around and whatever. Okay, I heard you. And I continue to do shit my way. Hey, man, how come you didn't blah, blah, blah? Well, I mean, I just told you, but no, you didn't tell me. You told me what you thought. You didn't give me a direct order. Now, it did sound like an order. You didn't ask me what I thought about what you thought. You didn't even sit around and wait for my response. All you did was this, and then you see what I mean? See, when you're skilled in the art of arguing, you tend to break down somebody's argument. And as I said, we can end up in so many sub-arguments. The people like, all right, forget it, man. I'm sorry I even said it. I ain't even mean to go there. I forgot what I even came over to talk about. Then, all right, go ahead, move on. Because I didn't. And if I'm right about these things, you could just go ahead and assume that I'm going to be right about the whole thing. So I've been right. As further we go down this path, you see I'm right and you're wrong. So let's just not go down the path anymore. And that's why I just said, like, well, that's why I just said, okay, period. So either we going to try shit your way or we going to do shit my way. But something's going to get done. But either way, or you say, okay, we did it your way. Like, well, hey, man, why didn't you stop it with the... Well, you said you thought it was this or that. You didn't ask me if we should go ahead and do my way. You came over here, you stopped the line, and you came over here and you said, hey, man, I think it's blah, blah, blah. So you see how you could end up in that situation like a whole lot. Somebody will tell you how they think. Okay, that's what you think. Are you telling me we should go that way? Are you telling me, are you giving me an order? Are you asking me how I feel about what you think? Or what do I think about what you think? See how the conversation goes so many ways? So that's why you gotta like know what's happening. Be skilled in this. Understand what you're doing. OZ the Wizard, like, share, subscribe. Get at these books. Comment if you want to talk about it a little more. Comment, tell me to go deeper on any one of these styles of power, man. We can do a video just specifically on one style of power. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, it can get deep. Conversation can go a lot of places. And we get ready to go live here soon, man. Let's do that. You know what I'm talking about? Comment, man. Shoot me one of these in the comments, or one of these, or one of these. You know what I'm saying? Give me one of them emojis, man. Shoot me emojis, bro. I start seeing emojis in the comments, or emoji, period. I start seeing emojis. That means we need to go live, so we can have these conversations. Hell, even give me a good time, man. Majority time wins, but give me a good time, bro. We getting ready to go live in these conversations, so we can actually talk about this. If you want to talk about this, we going live, man. Faggot. OZ the Wizard. Like, share, subscribe, but don't do none of that. Keep running and hiding. Either way, it's going to be a great day fucking with your boy. Holla at me.